Yo, the Lyrical Master Show. I'm gonna start playing my new track, Night of the Claw, produced by Recthurst. This is Lyrical Master from Neat Lane Records. Let's start off with this track. Fresh, Lyrical Master.
Yeah, Lyrical Master.
Technical, special, incredible, general, levitating, elevating from the morning awakening, embracing what I'm chasing, dreams I wanna be taking, making them a reality, taking whacking CCDs to charity. But is it really happening? These poor people punishing them with inferior music. I'm a senior to this industry and on the street. You can't be catching me. Lyrically, I'm equivalent to brutally, physically, with me vocally, totally controlling these lyrical acrobats while you're opposing me with my backflips, tongue twisting words, contortioning gymnast. With my juggle of people that's lethal doing illegal wearing skin masks, like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're struggling, fighting, getting your brain tore afterwards. When I be hacking you, smashing you, slashing you, covering up the blood smells with lavender. Then looking at my next to kill list on my calendar. I'm a specialist lyricist, and I'm a man at the top of the game. Spot me in fame, freestyling the lyrics that I dropped when it came.
Production by the
Recthurst with a lyrical master. You're gonna get hurt, come and test this. Come to us and you're gonna get wrecked first. Put you down to the deck, to the dirt, making you sweat and you need help with my blade to your neck, making your blood burst. Bloodthirsty, what the heck with vampires with thirst. Fighting me is more than a battle. You have a chance suckling on a baby battle. Think it's a game like a toy, a baby battle. Slaughter you up just like you a cattle. Deep on the thing that make king of the castle. Bringing you the rhythm of it in this mantle. Bringing the sound waves to any angle. Taking you down just like a slide tackle. You don't want a witness inside my barrel. Shoot you in the desert, you need a ride on a camel. Don't dehydrate before the hospital. I spit at the irate, out of it's flammable. DJ come and test me, thinking it's probable, but they don't understand it is a mission impossible. I shoot them like James Bond, leave blood in the hand. Lyrical ammunition, lyrical weapon. Lead them in silence, there is no response. I lead them man a dead in an instance. For an ambulance, lead them with no chance. Yo, boom, boom. Production by the Recthurst with a lyrical master. You're gonna get hurt, come and test this. Come to us and you're gonna get wrecked first. Push you down to the deck, to the dirt. Night of the claw in the shadows with a devil might, making you soar right to the core. There is no light for you anymore. Darkness taking your sight, you cannot see just like before. You're a herbivore and I'm a dinosaur. A minotaur, monstrous dinosaur. We brain free like a lion laid out to roar. With the saints of hip-hop, horror jigsaw in the night sky. Watch these lyrical bullets fly by, just like a drive-by. Uppercut your chin and making you fly high. This lyrical terror with no error in any type of weather. From the winter to the sun, here I come. Your fear has come. Run, boy, you better go and run. It's the Lyrical Master Shogun Shotgun. Production is by the Recthurst with a lyrical master. You're gonna get hurt. Come and test this. Come to us and you're gonna get wrecked first. Put you down to the deck, to the dirt, making you sweat and you need help with my blade to your neck, making your blood burst. Bloodthirsty, what the heck with vampires with thirst. You know, Productions is by the Recthurst with a lyrical master. You're gonna get hurt. Come and test this, come to us and you're gonna get hurt first. Punch you down to the deck, to the dirt, making you sweat and you need help with my blade to your neck, making your blood burst. Bloodthirsty, what the heck with vampires with bloodthirst. Boom, Recthurst coming in, lyrical master with the best verse. Boom.
And that right there, what you heard, was my new single, Night of the Claw. That's exclusive. It was only recorded fresh this week. That's produced by Recthurst. We're both on Neat Lane Records. Neat Lane Records is where it's at right now. It's real underground hip-hop. I bring also the ragga flavour. We have some singers on there as well. But if you know any rappers who are talented and want to come up to Neat Lane Records, drop me a message and we'll hear you out. Any guests, they're welcome to be invited on the show. I know Phil Shaw, you might have some bars if you want to come on as a guest. You know, if you got a little something to spit to the world right now, that's up to you, you know, just like old times. But so what you just heard, Night of the Claw, It's going to be released in August on the Recthurst Mixtape Volume 1, which you can purchase on the Neat Lane Records website, which will be up soon. And also it's going to also be on my debut album with Neat Lane Records. So that's Night of the Claw, Lyrikal Master featuring Recthurst. So what other news do I have? Okay, I think I'm going to just let's just go into a track right now. I'll perform you something. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we have. So how's everyone doing this weekend? What you're up to? Drop some messages. You know, it's not just my show, it's your show as well. Yeah. So I'm just going to do you a little something. Hey yo, sound of the Lyrikal Master. With a production by the name brand, with a mic in me and me show them watch ya. Yo, me coming down, coming out with a sound. Coming down, coming out with a sound. When I blast off like a gun, you better run, set of the sun, getting me some more cash money. Here I come, taking your wallet over there. I got it, beware of the flare like a rocket in the air. I fly overdose of this lyrical supply from the ground to the sky like a drug dealer. Selling my lyrics beyond the limits, making sure you get more. Open the garage door with a key, release the MC. Unleash the beast, that's me, lyrical Apache. All on top of you like an avalanche. Run from police fast like Kawasaki. Motorbike through the pipe, Ritz last Titzler. MC power with might, lyrical twister. Race like a blister, blaze like a bomb like Italy. Sound waves hitting ya like a tornado or a hurricane from my brain. Lyrics stored and I ain't the same as other MCs. My energy is like coal from a train, but I'll never fall off with the track. Now bring it back with the chorus attack. Yo, what me say with the Lyrikal Master coming in on the track. You can't burn the fire, you can't join the sea, you should quit and retire. Try to battle with me. You can't burn the fire, you can't join the sea, you should quit and retire. Trying to battle with me. You can't burn the fire, you can't join the sea, you should quit and retire. Trying to battle with me. My rhymes stay in motion like a roller coaster, so sick you need to phone the doctor quick on your Motorola. Head pound like you're upside down with my ragga travels all over like the fizz in the Coca-Cola. Shake it and I go all over like a Toyota. The basic ragga man diploma. What can see is following my shoulder, but I don't turn back. I throw a pinch of salt over, and I hope it gets stuck in the eye when they blink, which me good luck. Trap behind the eyelids and they think it is a piece of muck, and then it's stinging. Heart burning sensation, I damage the pupils, so they don't need an education. Yo, you can't burn the fire, you can't drown the sea, you should quit and retire. Try to battle with me. You can't burn the fire, you can't drown the sea, you should quit and retire. Try to battle with me. You can't burn the fire, you can't drown the sea, you should quit and retire. Try to battle with me. You can't burn the fire, can't drown the sea, you should quit and retire. Try to battle with me. My rhymes stay in motion like a roller coaster. Yes, I'm on Facebook Live, it's evil. When you turn live back to front, it spells evil. Listen to this, Lyrikal Master with the next level. I'm a rebel, taking it to a whole new hellhole, like towards the devil. I've come through on Facebook, coming in, getting your face hooked. You know I'm coming in with Andy Bryan and Anthony M. Harrington. Coming like that with the lyrical, I'm smashing them. You know I come through on top, I'm top notch in this game of hip hop with the ragga. Come through sharp like a dagger. It's Saturday night, coming live, giving you more than a fright. Coming in with the lyrical vibe, Neat Lane Records is where it's at, as I be dropping that. Boom. Alright, so we got a few people watching. Andy Bryan, what he said, I'd like to see that Danny give it a go again. Yes. So my friend Andy, he's a friend of mine, and he used to work with my dad, and my dad works at a bakery. They used to work at a place called Crown Bakery, baking bread together, getting bread on the table, you know what I mean? And so basically, Andy Bryan is, we used to go to the gym, pump some weights and iron. Me, Andy, and my brother Danny, and we were into powerlifting, deadlifting heavy weights and things like that. You remember that? And my brother back in the day, Danny Singh, yeah, he's not on Facebook though, so he ain't watching, but I'll share him the video later. But my brother, Danny Singh, his rap name's Incarcerator. And we was in a rap group called Atomical Creation. We call it Atomical Creation now, but back then it was Atomical Creation of Gangster, abbreviated as ACG. And my brother, back in the day, I taught him how to rap, basically, and he became a really good rapper, you know. In fact, I'll play you something that we both did a track, and it's called Spit My Pain, and you'll hear how fast he's got his flows, and it goes hard. In fact, that's reminded me, and I've actually asked my brother to, you know, get involved, collaborate with me on a label, on the Neat Lane Records label, collaborate with me on a track, and you know, get him out there, because I'm looking to release an album. I'm looking for features to come on my album, and it's going to be available on many worldwide digital stores. So big things are happening. I'm on the rise right now. So if you don't know, the Lyrical Master, me right here, it's where it's at. If you know any talent, you got any talent, you want me to take a listen of something, you know anybody, call them up, and they might, you know, I might let them come on my track. I'm not a nasty guy, I'm not selfish, you know. I want to give people opportunities. That's what I'm about, you know. I want to flourish talent. I'm not about just, you know, being selfish, taking glory for myself, you know. I want to help each other out and get to the top, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. Well, you know, in this music, we're family. It's like, I don't believe in separation, you know. I mean, if I'm not liking your stuff, you know, that's a different story altogether. But if you know somebody or you want to hit me up, feel free. Okay, so I talked about my brother, Andy started that off. So I'm going to play something called... the first track that comes to mind is Spit My Pain. I'll play that right now. So load up my YouTube, and yeah, well, I'm glad you're watching. So I'm going to play this track. Bear with me. So yeah, feel free to drop comments, you know. So yeah, this is Spit My Pain. Me and my brother on this track. I have the first verse. My brother has the second verse. Check this.
Yo, check out my thesis. I mean this, I'm more than a meek kid angry and hangy. That's the only thing that'll be making me happy. Me confronting you will make you be filling your pants just like a nappy. I kidnap you and hate you, so I won't rape you. I don't love you. No, but I don't do this child. Figure that is versatile. I'm beach, the boy leaving the street, bringing no heat. The cold beats, but don't affect me. I bring in the necessities, make the flame like barbecue. Your brain set prisoners free and mellow chain. Call me a dragon, battling me. I'm sure you felt the pain. Keeping it rugged, yeah, I know you motherfucking love it. My legs are running, I put my gun in my pocket when I walk outside to watch it. I got this lyrical launcher rocket. Blast off, I can't stop it. It's the fatal production, getting higher.
I ain't no liar.
Me spinning the fire is what you require.
Me and MC ain't free. It is what you hire. It's worth it, so purchase.
For something you could say you heard this.
Sick violins on drugs. Got that good stuff. The dragon puff, the flame.
And I'm flying again.
Got the headache.
You gotta have this
Just like David Blaine.
I'm amazing you again by staying in the studio with no phone for 44 days. Then you can hear what I'm going through when I spit my pain.
Now my brother's coming in. This is my brother right now. My brother, watch this.
I'm trapped in hip-hop cypher, releasing poison saliva, return to ashes, spit splashing, after sharpness of daggers, with hereditary value, spit the deluge. When I fuse, spitting sparks, I'm too dark, sharp like the teeth of a shark. I'm lost in the art, in searching for the meaning of life, containing a sphere full of lies, and suffering, hearing the murmur cry. But I stick to my roots, spitting verbal abuse, with lyrical master, attack you, spitting the sorcery, forming torture and witchcraft. Spitting the wrath of flame, I spit the pain, I reign, take my own game, creating my league, my skills intrigue, I never say please, and beg you to listen to me. Weaving the mighty ACG, with skills that corrupt, hit MCs like uppercut, my lyrics are tough, with skills like Al-Had Shove. We talk to the Premier Division, I'm spitting a sharp incision, so my tongue is like a knife, enabling me to spit from day to night, my skills are tight, I spit the fight, like casualties, hearing screaming, horror singing to red on me, to bloody see, you're feeling me.
So I'm going to jack you, make you follow me to a backyard, that's where I play with my guillotine, that's how I act hard. I've run out of paper, so I use neck, I trim them and slice them, and then I take them to the vet, because I can't afford a funeral, plus I got no respect. And if it's a hoe on the set, I prefer chopping necks rather than giving them sex, because I'm sick, so I can let them express the pain. So it's not me from suffering, so we're equal again, the evil I came, dropped in hell eternally, that's why I spit my motherfucking pain.
Burning in flames, I spit my pain. Spit my pain, spit my pain. I spit my pain, I spit my pain. I spit my pain, spit my pain. I spit my pain, I spit my pain. I spit my pain. So yeah, that was the track, me and my brother. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, thanks Tom Ashley. So yeah, fine, I'm glad you're liking that. So that was a track with me and my brother, what we did back in the day, and I want to bring him back doing new things. But right now I'm doing things myself, but with other artists on Neat Lane Records, and we got good things going. Okay, I'm thinking what else I can do for you. I'm gonna do a track for you right now live. Unless if somebody watching who wants to hop in on the video as a guest. Anybody want to talk? Anybody got something to say? Anybody want to say hello to the world? You know, just drop a message, or, you know, ring into the show. It's not a problem. It's not just my show, it's yours as well. Lyrikal Master Weekly Show. I missed last week. I was busy last week, but I tried to make it weekly. Normally on a Saturday night. So, okay. So, I'm going to do you a kind of one with a reggae vibe called Gal You So Nice. And that speaks for itself. Complimenting nice girls. Gal You So Nice.
Now this one is dedicated to the girls of about 20 my place under the lonely state, coming from a loving that they appreciate. Yo.
Girl them so nice. Girl them different type of shape and that size. And smooth, ready, race to a fight. Rough and ready type of a guy. But if you don't want it that way, I can play the boy that is shy. Ask me why you wanna slip and slide, creep and hide. Ask me why, girl, don't deny the loving that you rely upon. Got bored of your boyfriend man called John. Yes, you like my loving version. You a bit older than me, but I like it. I ain't gonna fight it, girl. Girl, you were so nice inside the view of my eyes. Girl, you are so sweet. Also in the note, girl, you are so sweet. You're good enough to make any man go weak. Girl, you are my honey. No need for me to pay you that filthy money. Oh. Girl, you are so nice inside the view of my eyes. Girl, you are so good inside of the clothes and also in the note. Girl, you are so sweet. You're good enough to make any man go weak. Girl, you are my honey. Oh. Girl, you are my world number one. Your pole position, female champion. Love you like my car. We can go far any time of day, any time of night. The loving for you is always just right. The right ingredients to make it nice. Cool as cucumber, hot as spice. Any way you like it, baby, any way you like. Kiss it on your face, put icing on the cake. Going below your waist. Patient or impatient, can I do it now or wait? But be too late. Man like me going crazy. Girl, you are so nice inside the view of my eyes. Girl, you are so good inside of the clothes and those are with the load. Girl, you are so sweet. You're good enough to make any man go weak. Girl, you are my honey. No need for me to pay you that filthy money. Oh. Inside the view of my eyes. Girl, you are so good inside of the clothes and also in the note. Girl, you are so sweet. You're good enough to make any man go weak. Girl, you are my honey. Oh. Boom. Oh. So that was a track called Gal You So Nice. Self-explanatory. All of the girl them that are looking nice and fine. Bubble and wine. Okay. So I got some big news to tell you. I'm going to be interviewed on Underground Wicked Radio South, which has
over 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it's an American underground radio live, YouTube live interview, which could last about maybe an hour or so, and I'm going to be interviewed in about a week or two's time, and the date is going to be confirmed. I'm going to say hello to a few people watching. So hello Sam Liverstitch, hello Corey Devontae Curry, hello to everybody in here. James Arno, good to see you. I'm glad you're with me. So all right, so let me do another track. Let's see what I got. So yeah, this week I've been busy recording Night of the Claw, which I did at the beginning. So let's see what I got here. All right, let me do something. Something kind of new. Let me find the lyrics on here. Oh, Raz. We got DJ Raz in here. He's the guy from Underground Wicked Radio South, who's going to be interviewing me in about a week or two's time. The date's going to be confirmed. DJ Raz, you want to up in on here? Shall I invite you in? Let me see if you got a second. I'll bring you on the camera. My man DJ Raz, just waiting for him to accept. He's a part of Neat Lane Records. Hi, how's it going?
What up,
DJ Raz? What's up? So, what you been up to?
Then audio through.
So, can you tell the people what's the latest with yourself and Neat Lane Records?
1 second, brother. Let me grab my headphones.
No problem, no problem. So, this is DJ Raz. He's a producer. He makes sick beats, good beats.
All right. Can you hear me better now, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. So what was the question, bro? It's kind of hard to hear.
Yeah. So basically, what I was asking is, what's the latest with DJ Raz and Neat Lane Records?
Oh, shit. There's all kinds of shit in the works. Like, just got through crafting out the second beat for the day. So I'm feeling a little accomplished on that. Been doing a little bit different style than I normally do.
Okay, so
there's all kinds of insanity coming from Neat Lane though.
Yeah.
Like, I've been seeing a lot of good projects in the work. Not really sure which ones I could speak of or not, so I might have to leave that to them.
Yeah, because sometimes it might be too early to speak some secretive things because we got some projects coming. So, it's like, do we say it? Do we not say it? Is it a surprise? But DJ Raz here, he makes psycho beats. That's like not just hip hop beats, they're psycho beats. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I touch a little bit of every genre. Like this morning I made kind of like almost like a stringish type beat where it's kind of heavy with the violins and stuff, where they meld in with the drums and stuff. And now I just dropped like a jazz style beat.
Yeah, I'm really feeling that stringy type beat. That was really good. I'm feeling that.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it got me freestyling on it. It was like a freestyle beat. I was just kicking a freestyle, and I was like, yeah, that's dope. So, yeah.
Oh, and those tuning in, there's DJ Hat over there.
What's up, DJ Hat? What's up? How's it going?
We just chilling down here in Florida. Well, I say chilling, it's hot as shit, but that's beside the point.
Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, we got DJ Raz here, and the he's been he made you've made a beat, a cipher beat for all of the artists on Neat Lane Records to, well, a lot of us to spit some bars on this beat, and it's a really dope beat, isn't that right? So
Hell yeah.
so we got
Oh, yeah.
a really good producer right here, DJ Raz, and he's helping us out with beats, and he's made a good beat, quite long, and we're all gonna have like a mini verse each, and it's gonna be special.
I think right now there's 7 spots on it with 12 bars each.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this because not only that we're focusing on our own albums and projects, but we've got these collaborations going on. And before you came on, I was speaking about you actually and about Underground Wicked Radio South, because I was explaining to the people that you have over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so it's a big following.
Yeah, between Underground Wicked Radio and Underground Wicked Radio South, we're probably pushing close to 250 or 2,500 subscribers.
Wow, that is huge. That is huge. So recently you had Player the Cannibal Clown, isn't that right?
Oh yeah, that was a wild interview. Like, it was crazy because like at 8 o'clock in the morning for me, which the shows for us isn't until 9 p.m. Eastern time. Well, I guess like some wires got crossed somewhere, and Play is over in Australia, so he was thinking like 9 a.m. for us, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm ready to go on stage or ready to go on an interview." I'm like, "Bro, that's like 12 hours away." So he like slammed his last monster and got all prepped for nothing. I'm like, "Nah, bro, you still got like 12 hours to go."
Oh man, I think he had no sleep, didn't he? I mean, did the times get
I think he got maybe an hour or 2 of sleep before the show.
Yeah, but I think he was also amped and hyped up. You know, you get that adrenaline rush. Like, yeah, I'm pumped up for this. You know, and when you're excited, you can't sleep. I mean,
Right.
I don't know. It's like it's a music artist thing. Maybe people can relate it with other things if they're like got something special going on. Maybe it could be as simple as a job interview. I'm excited. I'm gonna get this job interview. I'm gonna kill it. You know, it's like that kind of thing. You know, so it can be. You know, some people can be nervous hopping on interviews. I mean, I've done this Lyrikal Master show before, and I had people come on the show and they're saying like they're nervous coming on, but they're still spitting bars. And, you know, so it's like you get a mixture of feelings. You get that adrenaline rush. You could be a bit nervous, and a lot of people can be like, I might screw up, but I'm gonna try my best to kill it. It's that mentality, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're only human. But as artists, yeah, if you slip up, you hide it. You hide it. You know what I mean? No one has to know.
Yeah.
Like, even the best of the best.
If you mess up, you don't say, "Oh man, I messed up." You just sit there and try to go through like you never even did anything.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you get a word mixed up, you just hide that word and just carry on. You don't just say, "Oh shit, I messed up." You know, you don't do
Right.
that.
Yeah. I actually did that on one of my tracks back in the day when I first started out rapping and stuff, and I was starting to do shows. I get up on stage, I'm sitting there ripping through the first verse, get through the second verse, I'm feeling pumped. Get to the third verse, I raise the mic up, and I'm just like, ah, shit. Like complete mind blank. I didn't even have any way to cover it up or nothing. I was just like, fuck, where'd everything go?
I remember doing a track. I performed in. I used to be signed on Cumbersome Records in Australia back in the 2000s, and they used to pay me for my shows. Yeah, and I was performing with my brother, and on our second show there, we did a track called Greenpeace. And that track is about, I'll play it on this show later because people will be curious. I'll play it in a bit, but Greenpeace is a message about the environment, keeping the earth green, keeping it clean, about looking after the ozone layer. But there's a twist to the green, the green herb. You know what I mean? So it's like being natural. So it's like all about being natural because, that was the message in the song. And the first verse, I killed it. And then when it came to my second verse, it just totally gone. I basically freestyled about ganja off the top of my head for the whole verse. And no one even noticed. I just had to make it up. And my brother looked across and he was like, what the F are you doing? You just forgot your verse. He's staring at me like, looking angry and shit at me like, you just messed up, bro. What the hell? You've done this track so many times. It should be in your blood. What's up with you, man?
Right.
It happens.
For sure.
So let people know where you're from. This is DJ Raz. So where you're based, what city you're from, and and tell us about your upbringing as well, and what chose your path into music.
Sure.
What inspired you? So there's a few questions going off right here.
Right. Let's see. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. But right now I'm down in Vero Beach, Florida. That's where I'm based at now. I've been down here for about a year. And originally got into music because one day me and the homies was smoking back in 2004 after I got out of the military. And we turn on the radio and all we hear is this one dude's voice and it just keeps repeating his name over and over and over. And I'm like, dude, with shit like this on the radio, we got to be able to get on the radio. Like we actually can come up with something better shit. And then just everything kind of fell into place. Ended up getting a little busted up karaoke machine to record to, which in my eyes, that was like $1 million studio because I was still starting out. But pretty much just stayed on the grind. Had a few slip ups here and there where I spent like a year or two away from music because I had some shit to deal with in life. A little bit of maturing to do and such.
Well, life's a roller coaster. I mean, sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes when shit happens, you need a good break and you come back stronger. It just makes you more hungrier. You know, it's like when a lion's not eaten for a week, he's gonna kill. He's gonna go out for the kill. You know, and it's like you're ready to bust out of the cage because you've been down, and it makes you, you know, it matures you as a person as well. You know, you have to go through some pain to develop yourself. That's some real talk right there.
Oh yeah. Like no matter how low I get, like in depression or such, I always think whenever I'm at my lowest, I'll stop and think like, well, there's someone out there that's got it 10 times worse than me. Like, so that kind of drives me in a way to keep me going, like thinking, because like here I am maybe homeless or something. Well, I get to thinking like, well, what would I do if I was in John Doe's situation where he's stuck in a bed with no arms, no legs, can't feed himself type thing. My life don't suck that bad that all of a sudden. I mean,
that's it. I mean, I'll tell you something, DJ Raz. It's like one example I give is like when people are wrapped up in cotton wool and everything's given to them on a plate, and it's like everything's all nice. They got no health problems. They got no issues. And say, if it's a female and they break a nail, they'll cry over that. Or if like you know, or if a guy's like got a big spot on his nose and he's like so paranoid about it that he'll get upset that, oh no, I won't get a girlfriend, you know. And it's like there's bigger problems, you know. And it's like when you got it easy, you cry over little things, you know what I mean? And it's like when you go through pain, it makes you a stronger person. That these smaller things, they're meaningless, you know what I mean? It's like it ain't nothing. So yeah, this is some serious talk. So so let people know, have you got any albums coming out or anything like that?
Actually, I've got 4 albums that I'm working on right now. I keep piling
Wicked.
myself up with more work, but hey, that's how it goes. Like the first one, second one, and third one are kind of like a trio together. They're all going to tie into each other. The first one is called the Good, where I'm going to be spreading nothing but love and everything to all the homies. The second one's going to be called The Bad, where I kind of get a little down and dirty. I mean, because there's some stuff that I got to say, but I'm saving that for the album. And then the third one, The Ugly, is where it's just straight up gloves off, let's step to the street type thing. And then I got another album that doesn't have a name yet, but it's being in the works right now. I've already got 2 tracks done for it, and it's going for the Operation New Renaissance.
Okay, this sounds like you've got a lot of work going ahead, so you're keeping busy. So,
Oh yeah, if I'm not working on my own stuff, I'm working on producing beats or talking to artists about future collabs or talking to someone about networking or constantly on music from the
I
time I
love,
wake up to the time I go to sleep.
I love that concept, the good, the bad, the ugly. So, are you a Clint Eastwood fan by any chance?
Actually, I kind of am in a way. My old man used to be real big into him. And then, like, my homie Lakeland Lunacy, who designed the cover for him, I sent him, like, a basic little one that I was working on, and he's seen my vision from it, and he, like, increased it tenfold.
I did a little lyric, like a Clint Eastwood kind of lyric, and it goes something like, "Shot you in your head and you sure died like rawhide." You know, the little something.
Just had a cute little kitty pop out from under my trailer.
A kitty,
Ran back in.
kitty cat.
Yeah. Yeah, we got wild cats that run around this trailer park, and they guess a little kitten decided to stay up under our trailer.
Ah, you found some
That's
pussy,
why I kind of got distracted there for a second when I was talking. I was like, "Oh, little kitten."
little putty cat. So, so the good, bad, the ugly. Is that going to be like a triple CD album, or are they 3 separate albums?
They're all 3 going to be EPs. Like at first, I was just going to turn the Good into a full-length album, but then Lakeland dropped the other concept for the other 2 on me, and then I also
Okay.
got this other EP in the works. So I'm like, I think I'll just break up my story that I was going to have for the Good because it's originally called Psycho Smile or something like that, and it was going to just have it all put together for it, but I'm just going to break them down and separate them to the Good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, and obviously each of these EPs is going to give a different vibe. Like it's going to have goodness in the first one. Bad is going to be full of bad stuff, and the ugly is going to be messed up stuff where it's going to be absolutely crazy. So it's like it starts off good. Yeah.
Holy shit, there's 2 of them under there.
Well,
wow, I got a lot of wild pussy around my house.
You're attracting putty cats, man.
Yeah, they keep coming up to me and they'll sniff my hand, but I go to pet them, they run back.
So
I try to show, but got screening and stuff, so it wouldn't show too well.
So, what's your normal, daily living or whatever? What you do for work?
Actually, I'm a full-time artist. I was working for Burger King, but my old lady was like, you know what, this is stressing you out too much. She's like, just focus on your music. Obviously, that's what's going to get you somewhere. So I went full-time artist. Like, I'll wake up around 9, 10 every morning, and I won't go to bed till like 3 or 4 every night. And from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, I'm right there in front of the computer producing or whatever.
Well, so how's the business with your beat making? So is it enough to get you by? I mean, is it doing you good?
At first, it was real slow. I'd sell like maybe 1 or 2 a week, but lately it's like someone lit a fire under my site and people are buying them left and right. And right now, I actually have a sale going on where I'm doing exclusive beats 2 for $10, which is a damn good deal, especially with the quality that I've been producing lately.
Yeah, yeah.
And those are just flying off the shelf already fast as I can make them.
So, do you like? I mean, a lot of producers do it different ways. Like some producers sell the same beat to many artists and they resell it, resell it, resell it. So you got the same artist going on the same beat. But how do you work? I mean, once it's sold, it's gone. Or...
Yeah, with me, I do straight up exclusive rights. As soon as I give them the beat and it goes through and they say, all right, cool, I got it. I'm like, all right, good. Hopefully you save it somewhere else, because on my side, I delete it right off my computer and it's never seen again on my side.
Now, I think that's makes it more unique because a lot of producers, it's kind of like, in my eyes, it's kind of a bit cheating. It's like, because you get the resell it, the resell it, resell it, and it's going to get boring because you're going to get 1,000 artists going on the same damn beat, and that's not cool.
Yeah. I think they call that a leasing it out or something like that, which it's a lot easier, a lot less complicated, a lot less paperwork if you just sell them the beat right out. Because if you lease it, then you have to sit there and count how many copies they're distributing or whatever. Then you have to be like, hey, man, you went so many over. Now I need more money for the lease. I just keep it simple. I'm like, here's the beat. Thank you for the money. Have a nice day.
But what I don't understand is, how can producers follow that up? Like, if they've reached a cap, like where an artist sold over 5,000, I don't get it.
Well, the big time producers that do a lot of that, they'll actually have a ISN number for each said beat, and they register it through like a Sound Nelson or something like, or SoundScan or Nelson or something like that.
Okay.
And then each time that artist sells a thing with that beat on it, that ISN number is constantly clicking, and it'll tell you exactly whose album and everything.
So it kind of tracks it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So your studio setup, I mean, is it like state of the art equipment? It's the real deal.
Actually, 1 second. I'll go into the studio and show it off to the audience.
Oh, you've got an exclusive viewing right here on the Lyrical Master Show. You got DJ Raz showing his studio for the first time on the Lyrical Master Show. That's a treat for you. You ain't gonna see that every day.
All right, here's the start of the studio. We just came in the door. Here's my little throne that I sit at to produce all the insanity. And then we pan over here. There's my nice little mixer, which it's a Pevy 2-channel. And then down here, I got a nice little Bluetooth speaker that I use as a monitor. But over here is where all of the insanity is laid.
Ah, you got the mic and everything, the studio booth. I like that.
Yeah. Like, originally I started out with just a mic and no kind of like sound barriers or anything like that. Which of course the quality came out decent, but it's still really raw and you can tell it in the music. But I slap up that studio foam on the wall and it's like throwing a booth inside my studio in a way.
It makes the quality so much better with sound treatment.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like you can buy the most expensive mic, but if you don't sound treat your stuff, it's not going to be right, is it?
Actually, 1 second, I'll give everyone another insight. Everyone's always asking me what kind of mic I use. Yeah,
I was going to ask that question.
This is a little VTech 1090.
VTech 1090, okay.
Yeah, it's more or less actually an instrumental mic for like instruments and stuff. But with the way that I got my mixer set up, it works great for vocals.
Nice. Whatever works. I mean, if it sounds great.
The bonus about it being an instrument mic is it's very hard for me to peak it out with my voice because it's meant for like drums or something really loud. So it's got a great like great little sound for it.
I get what you mean. So it won't go, it won't peak too high. It'll give you enough headroom, and it won't go into the red. I know what you mean because I've got. I'll show you mine right now. While you show yours, I'll show you mine. So I've got the spit guard. I've got the Chaotica eyeball instead of sound treating my whole walls like you did, it just sound treated the mic around it. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
And that's
Almost like
chaotic
a virtual booth in a way.
So it's more compact, more mobile, and the microphone's inside. That's removable. Mic's inside, and I've got an AT Audio Technica AT25, and it seems to be doing good for me. That's my first professional mic set up really. And I don't know if you heard my track Night of the Claw, but that's what I recorded with that
I was
gear.
actually listening to that this morning.
Okay.
I just happened to see the link up in the group chat, and I'm like, oh shit, gotta click on this.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's like that was the raw recording, unmastered.
Yeah.
But it sounds dope as it is. I mean, I tried mastering it, and it just, I'm not good at mastering, but when I tried it, and I even tried the automatic, like, E-master online and stuff, and it's like, it just made it sound tinny. And I thought, forget that, it sounds good as it is. And if someone wants to get their hands on it and touch it up a bit, they can be my guest, but I just put it out as it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it actually sounds better to have it raw. It all depends on the project.
Exactly. I mean, I tried mastering it, and it sounded. I tried mastering it with extra bass and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
More bringing the instruments up, but it just like kind of. It didn't sound right. I like that raw sound, the natural raw sound. It just sounded good to me. So I've not touched it. I just left it as it is, and you know, people are liking it, so let it be for now.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like if you're doing a metal track and you have it professionally done, you'll be able to tell that singer was up in a booth and not actually around the instruments.
Yeah, good night, Andy Bryan. Yeah, take care, brother. Peace out.
Sound. Yeah.
Just saying bye to my friend there. Yeah, so as you were saying, Rez?
Yeah, it's almost like with the metal, how you kind of want a raw sound, like, because you kind of want those instruments behind him. Because if the singer's actually in a booth, you can tell that he's not around his band.
Yeah.
Like, you still need that little bit of a rawness to it. That's why I listen to a lot of Five Finger Death Punch, because they have the professional mastering, but it's almost like the guy that masters it found a way to implicate him being with the band instead of being separated.
Yeah, I mean, mastering is like, I'm not dissing mastering. I mean, mastering can make it pump up really nice, give it extra richness. Yeah. It can be really nice. But sometimes it can destroy it. You know, sometimes it just depends on the track. It really does. It's hit and miss.
Yeah.
So it really depends. I mean, like when you look at the sound wave, you know, the actual wave, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell when it's mastered because it's really thick. But then the raw ones, you got more zigzags going, and that's more natural. But it's like sometimes people don't care. It's like they don't care if it's mastered or not. If it sounds dope, it sounds dope. It doesn't matter. I mean, some people, they're so paranoid about even, I got one red clip on my track. It's clipping just on this 1 second. But if it doesn't sound distorted, does it really matter? I don't think so.
Right.
You know?
Like, if you're just kind of kissing the beginning of the red, you should be fine.
Yeah. Of course, you don't want it in most of the track, but a few times the odd second and it's not distorted, I don't see it as an issue. You know, if it sounds all right, it's all right.
For sure.
But a lot of people stick to rules too much. You know, they rely on technology too much, stick to rules too much, and they think the track is destroyed. But it's not destroyed. You just got to use your ears. That's all.
Mhm.
Because people who listen, they're not going to think, oh, on that part of the track, it went into the red. How are people going to know that? They're not.
Right? Like people with a very high tuned ear might pick up on it, but then again, with the instrumental going behind them and everything, they might not even realize that something went into the red.
Yeah. So a lot of artists, they have different opinions, how close they go to the mic. I mean, what would you say is the recommended distance? I mean,
It kind of depends on what you're doing, really. Because like if you're doing like a metal sound, you kind of want to be a little bit closer, like maybe 3 to 4 inches. But
yeah.
from my personal experience with hip hop or rap or whatever you want to label it as, I'm usually about 4 to 6 inches away from my mic, and my spit guard's about 3 to 4 inches away from the mic's front.
Mm. Like, I'll show you my distance. So it's like that right there is my distance. So it's like kind of that.
Yeah, yeah, that's
That,
about
that
how far I
seems,
got mine.
so that seems about right for me. Doesn't that look
Yeah.
about right for you for hip hop, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I got that spot
Then
on
you also
there.
got to
So
take in counter like, all right, well, how loud am I going to be for said track? How hype am I going to be? Am I going to be like exaggerating stuff into the flow of it? Or if you're kind of like me, where you're just kind of mellow with your flow, you can pretty much be anywhere as long as you're in hearing distance of it. I mean,
exactly. And I mean, I'm always adjusting the gain knob, on the audio interface because it changes
right.
every single take, no matter your mic position, how far you are.
Mm-hmm.
Each take you do, for some reason, it's like you still got to fiddle with the gain knob. You can't just leave the gain knob in one spot because one day,
Yeah.
depending on the type of the track, if the instrumental's quite hard hitting, you're going to be more louder vocally. So you're going to have to turn that gain down. And if the instrumental's more soft and you're going a bit hot, it's mix and match, it's like you got to turn the gain knob up if it's sounding a bit too soft, if the rhymes are a bit more smoother, so obviously if you're shouting your lungs out, you got to turn that gain down. So it's not like it's a one rule fix for each track, because some rappers, they're confused. They'll be like, oh, the mic position has to be this, that's set up for life now, the gain knob's on this number, that's set for life now. No, it doesn't work that way.
I wish it did.
And
if it worked that way, it'd make our jobs a lot easier.
So much easier. I mean, sometimes, many times on nearly every track I do, it's like basically I'll do a first take, and that doesn't mean that first take is kept, because I'll see the gain is too high or too low, and you might need a good few takes before you're ready to go. And it's annoying because you might spit your best verse and you think, damn, the settings weren't right, and then it just makes you more it makes you more angry that I'm gonna kill it even more next time. The settings are right now, I'm gonna kill it even more. You relate to that. Right?
I ain't even gonna lie. Like whenever I step in the studio, I'll be in the same verse for like 45 minutes to an hour, but I'm like, so we'll sit there.
It's freezed. DJ Raz is frozen. Oh, his internet connection's dropped.
All right. Okay, there we go.
You're back. You were frozen.
Yeah. People keep messaging me on Messenger, so it like freezes us up for a brief moment.
I hate that because I've had that happen to me and it's like sometimes when I'm on the Wrecked Hearst show and I'm spitting some really good stuff, and then I get messages popping and it's freezing me, and I'm like, not now, don't message me now, I'm spitting bars.
Right.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
one
like
thing that I like about Rec. No matter how many times you get this fool on an interview, it's bzz, bzz, bzz.
you know, that show, I mean, every time it's kind of cursed. You always get some technical difficulties. I mean, it's just
Yup.
the way. He's probably just his set. His set is probably haunted. I'm just saying.
Right. Between him and Snickers, we're just double screwed because they both have technical errors all the time. I've nicknamed both their shows the Technical Error Show. So,
Well, I hope mine's as minimal as possible. So,
oh yeah,
if people
this time
don't
it's all on
know,
my side.
if people don't know, Lyrical Master Show is going to be happening every Saturday night UK time. What time is it in the US right now?
Right now it is 5:50 p.m.
Okay, so for the US, around so around 5 p.m. US time, and UK time, you're looking at about 10 p.m. and that's every Saturday Lyrical Master Show. So on Neat Lane Records, we have a regular Wrecked Her show, and I'm on Neat Lane Records also, and I'm doing a weekly Lyrical Master Show, and that's what it's all about: getting guests on, especially bringing people like yourself from Neat Lane, so we can tell the people what's going on. And update them on any tracks. In fact, DJ Raz, if you have any tracks, exclusives or anything like that, or you got any bars to spit, or you want to send me any tracks by email, I can play them on my show, if you want.
For sure.
Because,
Not really much of a bar spitter because I like to rehearse my stuff real well. So I don't want to like unveil something new and mess it up completely for the audience. But I just dropped a track with my brother DJ Hat called Truth Be Told.
All right.
And it's up on my Raz Massey YouTube page.
All right, just send me the link, yeah? And I'll put that on my playlist for the Lyrical Master Show. So like when there's a bit of a gap and, I can play some tunes in the background even while I'm talking or in between. And I'll
Right.
drop that. I'll drop that for sure. Just you send me that link, and
Don't
I'll
die,
make
bro.
sure I play it next week. All right.
Phone's dying, brother.
So that's DJ Raz. It's frozen again. Technical difficulties. This is the internet for you. Raz phone died. All right then. So, okay. So how long have I been on the show? I don't know. Anyway, let's spit something or play something. What have we got? I don't know if Raz is coming back. I think his phone has died. But never mind. You know what? It's going to get charger. All right. So, maybe Raz will come back. Who knows? Maybe DJ Hat wants to come on here. I don't know. So, meanwhile, I've been on for an hour. Okay. All right. So, I can wait for DJ Raz if he's got more to say. Otherwise, we can wrap this up. Or I feel like I actually feel like performing something before I go. Maybe by then DJ Raz might come back. Who knows? So you just never know on the Lyrical Master Show. That's just how it goes. All right, he's coming back with his charger. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I mean, it's a good insight for, the people knowing the inside outs of the studio game, mic positions and gain knobs and all that. And it's like, A lot of people don't talk about that. They just talk about the music, and we're talking about the setup and showing our setup. And it's like, it gives people wisdom and knowledge that you can't keep the same settings. You got to adjust, and it's trial and error, because each time the sound's not the same, right? It's like one day you're going to be louder, one day you're going to be quieter. You know, it's just human nature. It's like sometimes you just got to spit hard. Sometimes you just got to spit smooth, you know? Depends what mood you're in. So you're not going to like, you know, you got to adjust the gain levels, you know what I mean? So while Raz is getting his charger, oh, of course, for sure, DJ Hatchet. Yeah, it's definitely good to see what's behind the scenes, and this is what I want my show to be more different, more authentic. It's not just about the music, it's about what's going on in the background, plus the music, and about the history of the people that's involved. Yeah, lovely tech. So, I actually like DJ Raz's artwork. You know, he's got the red symbol, red psycho symbol up there. I like that. So, Neat Lane Records, we're going to have our official website up, coming up soon. We are working with merchandise for the fans. We are going to be selling merchandise like plush dolls, cuddly toys of your favourite artists on Neat Lane Records. And, you know, maybe you want a Lyrikal Master doll. Maybe you want a Wrecked Hearse doll. There might be a DJ Raz doll. There already is a Saint Equal doll. Not only that, you'll be able to buy our songs, our music, our albums on the official Neat Lane Records website. So that's going to be big. Now I'm going to perform a track. It's about time now. I'm due one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what I can do. Right. So yeah, I've got my cousin up on here watching. So I'm going to okay, here we go. Oh yeah. So I step up in the club and all of the ladies are showing me love. I'm not into that and I don't do drugs, but I think that we should go somewhere where no one is there. Go. Let me rewind and come again. Alright. Boom. Yeah. So I step up in the club and all of the ladies are showing me love. I'm not into that and I don't do drugs, but I think that we should go somewhere where no one is there, so I can stroke up your nice pretty hair and be right there. Now back on the dance floor, ladies, what more? And I just do them moves with a groove that's real smooth. People try to copy but they can't do it like me. You know it's less than likely. If they wanna try me, lady, can I love you tonight? I'm asking you very nicely. It doesn't matter if you're a wifey, a one night stand no one will see. And then I am done, you know, then I've just got to go and run, because I am a busy man and I don't care about your plans. I will interrupt them when I can and you will fall for this Superman.
It's your fault if you want it, and you know I cannot stop it. Your skin looks smooth like a chocolate, yeah. And I want my peace, because I want to eat. I'm a gentleman and a beast, because I am a man that is complete. I want some of your sugar that is sweet. What are you doing next week? Yeah. Mi gente, what are you after? It's the lyrical master, taking it slower, faster. What is the next chapter? Mi gente, it's the lyrical master, taking it slower, faster. What is the next chapter? Boom! Mi gente. So I'm after this senorita, girl, I like to meet ya, and then I want to tease ya, get hot and melt like a Malteser. I'm sure that it please her. She's screaming, ooh papi. I'm sure that she is feeling happy. I can be a sugar daddy in the hotel or in the back of the cabby, and do a bit of that love it, so don't worry on it. I got money for you to go back to your mommy, but first you want a taste of the lyrical master. That's yummy. Boom. Alright. So what else have I got? So that was a little something. So more lyrics. What else have I got? Okay. All right. Now I'm going to do. This is a love song, rap song, and the chorus is actually in the Punjabi language. Yeah. And I'm going to perform that right now. And. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm just searching for these lyrics. Okay, now this song is called Dear Jasmine, and I like the Aladdin movie, Disney Aladdin, and Jasmine's in it. She looks pretty as a cartoon. So the song's called Dear Jasmine. So I'm just going to play the beat right now. And let's do this. Dear Jasmine, I'm always wonder what is going to be happening between us, because I'm in love. Your beauty is more precious than a ruby. My truth speaks with honesty, hoping that you will see that I'm ready to fly on the plane, because I've got you on my brain. Without you my heart is in pain. My loyalty to you is to treat you like royalty, it's true. Would you like to be my queen, and I can make you happy and fulfill your dreams? I'm ready to be by your side until the day that I die. That is what I realize, that you were the one. You've got me hypnotized with your smile and those special eyes. Can you respark my life and give me your magic? I am under your spell, can't you tell? Whatever you ask for, I'm going to give it to you so you can have it. But the most expensive thing beyond any currency is your heart. When I first saw your picture, I love you right from the start. I'm happy on my Valentine's, but I want you to be next to me with you most of the time. I'm patiently waiting for your permission, for my ears to listen. I will wait for however long it takes, because you are my healer, otherwise my heart aches. I will treat you gently, and I will never let your heart break. I'm writing this song especially for you, Jazz, because I know that you like my raps, and that is something special and so hard to find. Most people don't even care about my music, but you listen to it first choice as you choose it. It's beyond my mind, a magical couple with each other in our thoughts all of the time. Your sweetness make a strong man like me feel weakness. I love to take you on a holiday to the beach, yes. Whatever the outcome, I respect your decision. I'll be wishing for your happiness out of love, otherwise I'll be addicted to you just like drugs. But that's not a bad thing. Now tell me, what is the size for your finger for a ring? Jasmine to Medi Sonny, yeah. Aja Medi call to Medi Johnny, hey. Jasmine to Medi Sonny, yeah.
Haja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, hey. Haja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, hey. Haja miracle too many John, hey. You are the light that passes through the dark cloud. If you were by my side, I would be forever proud. When I am lost when you were around, I am found. I have realized that the other half of my soul is in you, and our souls need to rejoin to feel joy. The heart is not a toy. That empty feeling when we are apart will go away when we are together. Imagine the feeling of fulfillment forever. The sadness will disappear when you appear. We are apart and I need you more near. Please don't cry and roll down a tear. Don't fear because I'll always be here, my precious dear. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Pain is love and love is pain, because I always got you on my brain. When you were away my soul drains. When you were with me I'm happy again. There is no other, only you will do. I hide under the bed covers wishing that this love will come true. When will you come? How long do I have to wait, or have you done? My heart is not a toy, and all it needs is happiness and joy. I'm wishing that I'm with you and kissing, and spend the rest of my life with true love, feeling good with life and living. You guarantee I will give my heart and soul and my everything every day, just like the birds sing. It is only your heart that I want to win, Jasmine. All love songs that I write is for you to cherish in the evening and at night, to hold on tight with my words. Yeah, the beat stopped early. Let me rewind that, play that beat again. I gotta finish that third verse off. Yeah. Yeah. Pain is love and love is pain, because I always got you on my brain. When you were away my soul drains. When you were with me I'm happy again. There is no other, only you will do. I hide under the bed covers wishing that this love will come true. When will you come? How long do I have to wait, or have you done? My heart is not a toy, and all it needs is happiness and joy. I'm wishing that I'm with you and kissing, and spend the rest of my life with true love, feeling good with life and living. You guarantee I'll give my heart and soul and my everything every day, just like the birds sing. It is only your heart that I want to win, Jasmine. All love songs that I write is for you to cherish in the evening and at night, to hold on tight with my words that's heard, to make you feel alright. When I see you, you are the most beautiful sight. Without you I will struggle in life. I need you and wish you could be my wife. When you appeared you gave me hope, desires, and I can't cope, not knowing my future ahead. Like I am dead, left wanting, and I dread that I will lose you. Please don't go, because I need you so. Believe me that our love will grow, just like a flower. I will treasure you and not let you get hurt. To me you always come first. Anytime I will do what you say. I pray that everything will be okay. Every single day I will wait until you come my way. I am here, have no fear. I will dry your tears, even if the makeup smears. As long as you're near, it's just me and you. Don't let no one stop us, because the love feeling is doing us good. Never get misunderstood, because you know I am good. How can another man express the feelings the way I do to you? Through words and music, very romantic, making you feel fantastic. I hope that you feel like you feel this magic pulsing. Your king, your thing. Please put my mind at ease and say that you won't let this love cease. Any words you don't understand, then use Google Translate. Then you will get to know the speed of my heart rate. I'm trying my best to get through this test, for you to eventually say yes. You are my beauty, my queen, my dream. You shine and gleam brighter than the sun that beams. I can see that your heart is clean, relying on you not to be mean. I need you, don't leave me alone, otherwise I won't know what to do. Do you believe me that our love is true? So let this continue. I want this never to stop ever. I just want you to love you forever. Yo, Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Jasmine too many Sonny, yeah. Aja medical too many John, hey. Thanks for the love and the likes. Yeah, so that was an exclusive track. I never performed that ever. I recorded that, kept it to myself, and yeah. So yeah, that was the first time doing that track. Does DJ Raz want to doing hearts and thumbs up to the beats? Yeah, like that game, like you have to finger press with a rhythm on the app, then jamming to the beats. I like that. DJ Raz, I mean, your phone's on charge, you're back. You want to hop back on or not? You want to chill out for a bit, or what you doing, man? Let's see what else we got to talk about. Any news? Okay, Neat Lane Records news. Okay, because I'm on Neat Lane Records. Yeah, DJ Raz wants in. Let me invite you in. How do I do that? Yep. I'm join.
Oh, hell. There we are again. Oh.
The man is back. DJ Raz. Oh.
Yeah, I got that in the mail a few weeks ago, bro.
Nice. You got
Let's see if the back will show up. It's kind of hard to see the back, but it says much psycho love on the back too.
That's nice. I like the mug. I think we need to do more Neat Lane Records merchandise, like mugs or baseball caps, T-shirts. I mean, we can do a lot more. Yeah, it's like right now we're on the tip of the iceberg. We got ideas, and in fact, I need to talk to Saint Equal about these ideas. You know, we can push it further. It can very easily be done, because you can just go to some company that'll print it for you. It's very easy.
That one was printed through teesprings.com, but they are a little on the pricey side. It was like $20 for that one coffee cup. Okay.
That's yeah.
But I had to have my own cup.
But it's worth it, because it's your own design, right? You did that art yourself, yeah?
Yeah. Actually, the front art was done by Lakeland Lunacy. He's the one that designed the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's actually the picture for the good.
Yeah. So that's awesome. You got your own identity logo going there. I mean, I've got a question for you. On your passport, is that logo on there as your face?
Wish I had a passport, bro. Unfortunately, I got a child support, so they took my passport away from me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, I was gonna say come to the UK, chill out with me, but man.
Shit, I wish I could. I went to Australia back in 2010 or 2011, and the label that I was on at the time literally had to fly someone over to Australia just to drag me back. And I'm not talking like, come on, man. I'm talking like he grabbed my shirt collar and had to drag me back. I was going to stay in Australia.
Damn. So where in Australia were you staying? What area?
I was down in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Went out there for a show with the Hilltop Hoods.
okay. I've been to Melbourne. That I was signed on a label in Melbourne, and I used to hang around there. And
Hell
I've got
yeah.
some family there as well, cousins, uncle, aunties.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful down there.
Yeah, I like Melbourne. It's a nice place.
Like you come from the States and you go to somewhere like Australia over in Melbourne, you're like, shit, I ain't leaving.
I can understand that. I can understand that. The weather's nice. You know,
Weather's nice, women are beautiful,
exactly.
the herbs beautiful, scenery is beautiful. Just don't want to roam too far out without like someone with you because you get bit by something out there, you're fucked.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you got them redback spiders and all this kind of stuff.
hmm
But the thing is,
Like people in America trip out about black widows and shit. They haven't even seen the shit that I've seen. Like in Australia, you got the redback spiders. Down in Iraq, you got the camel spiders. Like,
I mean, my nose was literally looking at these little spiders and they're all over the place. And my nose is right next to it. And I'm looking at them thinking, they're looking weird. They're like red. And they're telling me to step away. They can kill you. And I'm like, really? Yeah. So, yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, the scenery is nice. The women are looking nice. And what I've also found is the people there in general are very laid back. It's like they seem like
oh yeah,
they have no stress in the world. It's like they're not rushing around or nothing. It's like they've got all the time in the world and so chilled out.
one word of advice to anyone that might visit Australia that's never been there: if someone calls you a cunt, it is not a bad thing over there. It's actually a compliment.
I've never heard of that, okay, but I do know that Player the Cannibal Clown uses that word nearly in every sentence. So to him, it's pretty normal vocabulary.
All right, well, to kind of clear it up, you don't want to just walk down the street calling people cunts. It's more of a very close friend endearment type term. Like here in America, you call someone bro. If they don't know you, they'd be like, don't bro me if you don't know me. But I mean,
exactly. So it's like, I know, because I'm in England, I'm from Sheffield. Do you know Sheffield?
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's like the worst.
You got those after eights over there, huh?
What's that?
You got those after eight mints over there, huh?
That's right. Yeah.
I love those things. Melt them down, make some chocolate vodka with that. Ooh.
Yeah, they dissolve in the mouth nicely. Yeah.
All right. To all Americans that are out there that love chocolate, fuck what you know about chocolate here in America. Go to England and get those after eights. Those are the shit.
You know it. You know it.
I had a whole sleeve before I even knew what was going on. I'm like, oh shit.
So, don't they have them in America? Or you know?
No.
Oh.
Got to have them imported. Yeah, I had a friend send me some back in 2013 or 2014. And I took the loud amount to make my chocolate vodka, and I was sitting there smoking, kind of popped one in my mouth because I was curious. Next thing you know, I'm popping another one. Next thing you know, I'm casting out the bowl and look over to grab another one, like, fuck, my sleeve's empty. So I hit him up. I'm like, hey, homie, I need another box.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the white center in the middle. They're probably hiding cocaine in there or something. I don't know what it is.
Right. Well, the chocolate from England is a lot more actual of a chocolate taste instead of the artificial crap we get here in America. Like over here, the chocolate tastes kind of like chocolate, I guess, but you can taste the refined sugar and everything in it. And over there, it actually tastes like chocolate should.
I see. Like if I went for chocolate, it would have to be dark chocolate for me.
Right.
That's just me. And plus, you might not know, but I'm vegan. So I don't eat meat, I don't eat dairy, and I've been vegan for the last 8 years. And that was for health. That was for health reasons, because I've got an allergy to like dust mites and grass. And I was all like bunged up and everything and blowing my nose like crazy and stuffed up. And
Every time you turn around, you're getting stuffed up again.
So it's like dairy's full of bacteria. So when I cut out dairy, I could breathe better, meaning I can rap better, do my music better, breathe better, perform better. So for health reasons and health benefits, I've been vegan for the last 8 years. Most of my life I've been vegetarian, but as a child I was a meat eater. But I'll tell you something, a lot of people think that people who are vegan or maybe vegetarian, they think that, oh, they're not getting enough protein, they must be weak. But that's not true because... oh,
yeah, there's plenty of protein out there.
Oh, exactly. I mean, I'm on a plant-based diet, and, you know, maybe I could eat more protein than a meat eater. I'm not even joking because there's that many options. Like there's tofu, soya, pulses.
Oh, I love me some tofu.
You know, you like tofu.
So many ways to make it. Hell yeah.
There's so
actually for about 6 months, a few years ago, I survived on tofu and green tea.
That's very healthy, actually. You know.
I felt good, but then I went to Mickey D's and got another Whopper or another Big Mac, and I'm like, fuck.
You spoiled everything. You spoiled a healthy thing. So yeah, I mean,
it's not even the meat itself; it's that special mac sauce. That's what gets me.
Yeah. So.
And that's probably got all kinds of crap in it.
Who knows? You don't know what they're putting in there.
Right.
I mean, it just reminds.
Well, lately I've been learning
Yeah.
Lately, I've been learning a lot of truths from a certain collective, and after reading a lot of truths and seeing the videos that they provided, I'm second guessing on going to any of those fast food joints.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like a lot of people are going organic or growing their own because when you're buying processed foods and stuff, it's like, or if you're buying fast foods, you don't know if people are not washing their hands or they're spitting around or I mean people behind the scenes in restaurants or whatever, they could drop stuff on the floor and then repack it and serve it you know what I mean? It's like you don't know that. You don't know that. I mean when customers return something or this chicken is it's not cooked properly, they might chuck it in with the rest of the batch. How are we supposed to know?
Right.
Serious.
Or they take it to the back and microwave it or some shit.
We don't know. It's like, yeah, what's up, Amber? How's it going? I'll give you a wave. I tap wave. I'll tap wave to hatchet as well. Oh, that's all good. So yeah, I mean, health conscious is a good message to the people because especially for kids, and especially in America, there's fast food joints all over the place, and you know, obesity.
They like to put them across the street from each other too. Like we got Mickey D's across the streets, or Burger King, like 3 blocks down, Arby's, a couple more blocks down, Taco Bell's, Checkers. Like this list goes on for miles.
You see, this is really bad, and what it is, it's like all that's doing is the government and the economy. They get richer, but they're killing the people, and the people buy that shit out of convenience, and it's actually killing us. But because it's convenience and tasty, it's like drugs to people. That kind of food is no different than drugs. I swear, it's no different than drugs. You know, it's like,
my wife was all about Mickey D's. Then I showed her the video that I have, and she's like, "Whoa!" It's like, "Why'd you show me that shit?"
Yeah,
because she's all about getting some like Big Mac and fries, and she sees the video that I seen that shows what they put in the meat, and she's like, "Ugh."
That's it. I mean, you don't know what you're getting, especially in them chicken nuggets. You don't know which part of the chicken is in there. That's just chicken goop, really. You could be having chicken testicles and brains in there. You just don't know what you're having in nuggets. Right. I swear, it's some crazy stuff, man. It's like people could be eating testicles in McDonald's. It's just that isn't even a joke. That is not even a joke.
Right. Yeah, sadly, he's speaking the truth on this, y'all. So if you think it's funny, I mean, yeah, it's a laughing matter, but it's not. Like, it's straight up truth.
Exactly. I mean, the only way for sure is if you had your own farm, or basically you go raw, organic, otherwise. But the thing is, it's like it's a fast-paced lifestyle. People are overworking. It's convenient for them, and also we have stresses in life. So it's like, we have a stressed out day, and then what do we do to feel good? We eat junk, we drink, we smoke, we take drugs or whatever. It's like, because there's too many stresses in the world and people are doing this. And why? Because we got a lot of shit to deal with. That's just life. So it's like, it's not always easy to be healthy all the time. I mean, credit to people who can, but it's like, we ain't saints. It's like, you don't see like someone else like Jesus nowadays. You know what I mean? It's like, that ain't gonna happen, because there's no one special like that in this world. If they say they are, they're a liar. They're a liar if they claim that, I'll tell you that. So
like, sadly, here in America, it actually costs more to eat healthy.
Yeah, so that is a shame. Like, you got to pay more for organic foods and healthy alternatives. You're paying more money for it. That just, it's like they're encouraging people to just die somewhere. It's like the poor people can only eat junk, and it's just like, what the hell, man? It's like
population control.
So basically, society are puppets on a string to the government in that kind of sense. It's like they're feeding us this kind of thing. And there's also another controversial matter that I want to bring up, because this show, Lyrical Master Show, is not about the music. It's about worldwide situations. So here's something else. It's like the government, like they make money off cigarettes and alcohol, and they know the damage that it does. But then they stamp down on cannabis, but then pharmaceutical companies are looking at it helping people with seizures and neurological problems and muscle pains, and even children with seizures get relief from cannabis. And some states and some parts of the world say it's illegal, and these kids are suffering, and the parents try and sneak them cannabis, and the parents get in trouble, and these children are relying on cannabis to stop their deadly seizures. And actually, cannabis helps them. It's actually a medicine. It's not just people can abuse it and be addicted to it, and then that's not really medicinal. But it's like, when people have got serious health problems, it's like the law should not stamp down on it. I mean, it's like they shouldn't look at people on the street corner selling drugs and dope addicts on it for days, and they're never stopping smoking. It's like, no, it's not like that. It's like people need it as a medicine as well. So you should, it's like, it's like blaming an alcoholic that everybody who drinks alcohol is the same. That doesn't make any sense. It's a stereotype. Yes. That sounds like a deep track that could be made.
The show.
Yeah. So, DJ Raz, if you could change anything in the world, what would it be?
Not really sure, because like the way I grew up, I was kind of taught in a way that no matter what you go through, good or bad, it makes you who you are today.
I fully agree.
So I mean, I couldn't really say what I would change, because even the bad is a blessing in disguise in a way, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
100%. I fully agree with that. All right. So if you could pick any superpower, like invisibility or time travel or permanent love or permanent happiness or permanent wealth or permanent health, permanent life, which one would you choose, man?
I'd probably have to pick one for my favorite character, Wolverine, and have the super healing ability, because Lord knows I'm fucking myself up left and right every time I turn around.
The healing ability. So, all right. I feel that.
Then I can smoke as many cigarettes as I want. My lungs will be perfect. No.
Smoke till your heart's content, and then do the healing abilities. I'll tell you something crazy.
Yeah.
There's some aquamarine fish creatures, sea creatures, and it's like if they get sliced up or diced up, and even if their heart or brain gets cut off or damaged, they self-repair, they self-grow, they regrow their organs. That's like crazy. It's like certain sea creatures can regrow their full organs. They can regrow the brain. They can regenerate the limbs. They can regenerate the lungs, the heart, and it's like they never damn die. It's like, you know, these sea creatures exist, and it's like you know, and humans think they're on top of the world, and it's like we can't regenerate like that. You know what I mean? We have to have artificial stuff put in, and it's like, and we say that we're the advanced species. What do you think about that? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Amber said she'd be healing. It's the only thing that works for her seizures. Wow. That's you know, I'm glad, you know, cannabis helps your seizures. I didn't know you had seizures, but yeah, yeah, so we've got a lot of feedback about this real talk, you know, about the food thing, about the seizures, about cannabis as a medicine. So the thing is, I believe any plant that grows from the earth is given by God, and used in moderation, it's medicinal. And actually, the pharmaceutical companies is a business, and they chemicalize plants, plant-based drugs. There's hardly no plant extract in it, and it's mostly chemicals that give you more side effects. And they're feeding this to people so that they get other illnesses with side effects, so they need more medicine. So they're trying to fix, it doesn't fix. It's like it just dampens it down. And then what it does, it's like you need more of these pills. And then these chemicals in the pills will give you another problem. Then you need pills for the other problem. And then these pills will give you side effects. And then you need pills for that other problem. So you develop about 3, 4, 5 problems from taking pharma drugs. And it's like the best way is just go herbal in moderation, do your research, you know, and if you're not sure, keep pharma as a minimum. You know, if you're messed up, you got life-saving drugs, that's different. You know, I don't want to blame for anything, you know. You know, if it's like something serious, like you're having heart tachycardias and you could die, don't listen to me.
Right.
But like it's like simple things, like some people take antidepressants, but you could take the herbal alternative, St. John's wort, which is pure plant-based, instead of taking a chemicalized antidepressant. So there are options out there. So, you know, it's been a good health conscious talk, and I believe music is a medicine.
It's kind of like you take a little Rolade or whatever for your heartburn. Well, Rolaids might even have other side effects like seizures or diarrhea or something like that, and you end up with a worse symptom than what you're taking the medication for in the first place. I'd much rather deal with my heartburn than be running to the bathroom every 5 minutes.
Exactly. So, you know, it affects people in different ways. But talking about medicine and health problems, I believe music is healing in itself.
Oh, yeah. Like between my herbal remedies and my music, that's all the medication I need. I start feeling bad, I throw on a beat, light me up one. By the end of the beat, I'm usually sitting there going to something more upbeat or light me up another one and getting in front of the mic. Or
I feel you. And, you know, it's like, you know how to keep your brain in balance. It's like everybody's got their own way, and if it works for you, you keep it going to keep your sanity straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like you can't judge anybody and point the
Much sanity as I can have.
you can't judge anybody, point the finger, saying you're bad for doing that. You know, that's nonsense. Unless if someone's totally trashed up and they're walking around like a zombie all the time, yeah, then yeah, that's right. But you know, if you
that's the ones that abuse it instead of use it.
Exactly. It's like you know, even there's a I think it's called psilocybin, something like that. It's a certain type of mushroom, a type of a psychedelic mushroom, and used in moderation, it actually helps certain medical conditions. So it's like people think that, oh, they're drugs, but actually this is actually a medicine for some people in moderation. I mean, anything grown from the earth, it's why is it grown from the earth? It's it can either be a poison or a medicine. Talking about mushrooms, it's like there's so many different. It's crazy. There's like hundreds or thousands different type of breeds. And someone told me something interesting, right? And basically, there was a mushroom expert. He was like a professor in as a mushroom expert, and he picked the mushrooms, wild ones, and he gave them to his family. And he's an expert in mushrooms. He picked the wrong damn ones, and he killed his own family. He killed his own family, and is a professor in mushroomology or whatever. He made a mistake. So,
and see, having that much of a backing behind you, you should know blink of an eye if it's a good one or a bad one. So there might have been something a little deeper going on there.
That's the thing. I mean, they can spread spores onto each other. So if some bad spores went onto them ones, who knows? You know, it's like whack MCs in the hip hop industry. They're like bad spores to us. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like they think they're good and they're coming in, and you know, how do you deal with that? It's like, you know, you're feeling my music. What do you think? You know, I'm the bomb. Check me out. And they're telling you like this. How do you react to that when you're thinking this is a load of trash? What do you say to these people?
If they're coming at me headstrong like that, I'll usually reply with a nice flow or something like that. But if they come to me genuine, like, hey man, would you mind checking out my stuff? This is something I cooked up on the side. I'll listen to it, and if it's good, I'll be like, oh man, that's some fucking dope shit, bro. Let's get you on the radio play. Yeah. But if it's all right or whatever, not up to what I would say my standards, which ain't really high. If it's not up to my said standards, I'd just be like, all right, man, you did good on it. Here's where you could improve some. But if they're coming at me headstrong, I was like, oh yeah, man, it's good flow. Go on.
Yeah, I mean, I like that because that's how people learn from criticism. But unfortunately, some people don't have the knack. They can never learn. They just don't have the ability. Never. I mean, I've heard some rappers, and no matter how much they practice, they can't even flow on a beat ever. They're off beat all the time. Their hearing ain't right. It's all off. The brain functioning ain't right. Everything's all off. They can't even dance in rhythm. That just reminds me of Drake. He can't dance.
Hey. See, that's the funny part though, is like if you actually listen really closely to my stuff, I'm rarely actually on beat all the time. But I have my own little psychotic way that I do stuff, so it keeps the attention of the listener, because I'll replace my offbeat with something very knowledgeable. Like in most of my music, the old stuff I'd cuss up a bomb. The newer stuff I might rarely cuss like 4 or 5 times in the whole album, because I've learned how to replace a said cuss word with something of meaning. Like instead of calling someone a bitch, I could be like, oh man, this chick didn't work. Or I always find a way to kind of substitute words in a way.
I really
instead of spreading a word of hate.
I really respect that, and that's what I do. It's like my first track on Neat Lane Records, Night of the Claw. it's got some vicious lyrics in it, some violent lyrics in it, but there's not one swear word in it. It's like I found it wasn't necessary. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, a lot of rappers that say MF in this and bitch and all this every nearly sentence and the F words, and it's like
They're dropping the N-bomb.
it's yeah, the N bomb, and it's like it lacks substance because it's just like a rapper saying yo every sentence. It's like they could be using that word for something more meaningful, just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, and that comes with experience. You know, you get to you know, realize that you could use your words more useful on a track rather than waste words by, you know, chatting trash and replacing it with something real that's more acceptable to a more mass audience. Because if you're swearing on every track, you can't really feed that to the children. You're losing a massive audience.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where you.
And especially with this new movement that I joined, I mean, yeah, they got artists in there that cuss up a storm, but I'm also the kind where, yeah, I'm a juggalo 100%, but I don't want to be labeled as a juggalo rapper. I like to be labeled as Raz the Psycho. I have my own little niche. I'm not country, I'm not hip hop, I'm not rock. Found my own little niche and spread some truth with it, and said people seem to like it a lot more than my older stuff.
Yeah, so your genre is a made-up one, psycho music, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Psycho love.
Someone even asked me one day, they was like, would you ever sell out and go mainstream? I was like, dude, I'll never be mainstream. Closest I'll get to mainstream is understream.
Yeah. The thing is, going mainstream, yeah, the money's appealing, but the only problem is it's like you're selling your soul to the music industry, because what they'll do is they'll make you sound Drake. They'll make you sound like Drake-ish in no time. That's the way everybody's.
You'll be next cookie cutter rapper.
I mean, there's so many artists now that you listen to, and they all sounding like Drake, and it's like, what's that? What is that all about? It's like, is that the fashion now? It's like everything's sounding the same now, really? Nah, it's not real. It's fake. I mean, even his voice on the tracks, I'm sorry, Drake fans, but even his voice on the tracks is not, it's not his natural voice. It's all got heaps of effects on it. You know, so many effects on the voice, and it's like, it's not natural, it's not raw, it's not real. It's all nicely shined and glossed over. Where when you get underground artists like ourselves, we're not all about that shiny gloss sound. We're about bringing that raw, real sound that's real, that can touch people's hearts. They can feel it. They can feel the texture of the music. Because when it's mainstream, it's polished too much. Because it's that polished, you can't feel the texture. Do you feel me?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So, you know,
I'd much rather stay with my couple hundred fans than have a billion mainstream fans that are like, all right, you're the flavor of the week. Let me bump you for a week next.
That's it. It's like
some of my fans have been listening to me since I started back in 2004, and they've been the most loyal fans ever. Like, even in my downtime, they're still like, hey, Raz, you put out anything new yet? Nah, man, not yet. All right, let me know as soon as you do. I'll drop it. I mean,
yeah. And this is the thing. I mean, you even got some old school rappers, like, say, for instance, an example like, I don't know, Snoop Dogg as an example. He was hitting it hard in the early 90s. Nowadays, he's like, a few years back, he was doing a track with the Pussycat Dolls. I mean, what's that?
right.
You know, that's what mainstream does to people.
And then they also changed his name to Snoop Lion. Oh.
That's just a money-making scam, because he's never been a reggae artist.
Right.
He's never been a reggae artist in his life. And he thinks he can take that name and become a reggae artist just because he smokes weed. and relates it to
Yeah,
Rastafari.
you got in a lot of trouble over that.
And it's like, he's not a Rastafari. I mean, if he wasn't Snoop Dogg and
Mhm.
it was someone else, he'd probably be shot for, you know,
Yeah,
going to Jamaica doing that kind of
most of.
thing. I mean, if he weren't Snoop and he was someone trying to act like he's Rasta when he's not, I don't know. I don't
Mhm.
know. So tell me your influences in music, DJ Raz. Who were your influences
Uh,
that got you into music?
I've actually got quite a wide variety of influences because, like, I tell most people, they're like, "Well, what kind of music do you listen to?" I'm like, truthfully, anything good. I'll listen to country, I'll listen to rap, I'll listen to hip hop, I'll listen to Japan pop. I mean, as long as it's something good, I'll jam it. But if it's not really up to my standards or has somewhat of a positive message behind it, it's just run of the mill type stuff to me. Not saying that they ain't got talent or anything, but I like to have somewhat of a positiveness to it.
Hmm. So I feel that because it's like there's a lot of upcoming rappers, and we've seen it throughout the hip hop years, where people just rap about money, cars, and bitches, and you get tired of it.
Yeah.
There's
Hmm.
no substance in it. It's like you need to tell a story from your heart and from your own life experiences, what's real. That's what makes an artist
Yeah.
creative. Because if you're just rapping about money, cars, and bitches, it's like, what's that? It just means you're just a sheep like the rest of them. Or I'm a gangster on
Yep.
the street. I'm gonna kill you and give you beef. It's like, what is that all about? It's like that's the same. You
Yeah.
hear it all the time. It's the same stuff.
For sure.
So
Actually, if you want, I could spit some from one of my old tracks. It was actually one of my most popular because it was one of my first ones where I went away from the whole cookie cutter style.
okay, okay, go for it, man. If you're up for it, go for it.
All right. All right. This one's called End of Days.
All right.
It's end of days. Everybody's running in a craze. Can't think straight. Mind's in a haze. Body starts rotting. Skin turns gray. Clouds start plotting. Fire from the sky. Knowing this is how you're gonna die. If it's not from hunger, from the lack of supplies, it's from radiation. Barrels floating by. Blood's on the walls. Brains on the street. Missing the shoes on my feet. Crippled up, starting to feel weak. Thinking that life is starting to look bleak. Everywhere you look is on fire. Hearing screams as flames growing higher. To make it out alive is a desire. Thinking to myself, why did this transpire?
Nice. So
That was my first track where I had no cuss words.
I respect that. So you had some real words in there. Had some meaning, and you didn't fill it up with bullshit words. So that's a good solid foundation. Uh, a lot of artists' first tracks, it's like, I'm gonna f all these women, I'm gonna kill all these people, and they're thinking these gangsters, and they've never touched a gun in their life, and it's just like, I don't understand all that. It's like people who rap about that, they've experienced
Hmm.
that. They've actually come from impoverished backgrounds, and the police oppress them, and they see the brothers getting killed on the streets from bad areas. But the thing is, that doesn't matter. Music is entertainment, just like a movie. So you can go on a killing spree on a
Hmm.
track, just like a horror movie. Actors go on a killing spree. It doesn't mean they're really killers. So it's all entertainment.
Yeah.
So you could do anything in a track. You can be whoever you want to be.
Oh yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about it. It doesn't mean it reflects you as a person, because you can make it as on an
Hmm.
entertainment level, but you don't want to do that all the time. You want to spit the real shit as well. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because like you can do music as like acting, as entertainment, but you need to spit from the heart. That's real. And I also believe music is therapy. It's like any stress that's trapped inside of you or it bothers you, you can let it out of your system and share it with the world. and it's a release from you rather than trapping it in. You know what I mean? And then other people can relate to it. Now, Rect Hurst from Neat Lane Records, our media director, he's really impressed me with on his shows when he's rapping, because he's rapping from the heart. You know, I thought he was all about the horrorcore, axe in hand, and all this, but he's like rapping about how much he loves his son. He's rapping about people. He's got issues, other people's got issues, and talking about depression, things like that, and how it affects the mind and the mentality, and how he's had dark days. And it's like, that's like real, you know? It's like you don't hear that in the mainstream. You don't hear it.
Right. Mainstream's all about how much money they got, or how many gats they can pull, or how many chicks they can pull, or...
And it's all about, I'm going to the club, I'm getting my drink on. What is that? What the hell is that?
Right. 50 Cent talks about going to the club. Next thing you know, everyone's at the club. It's like, shit, maybe I should go to this club if everyone's there.
But even before 50 Cent, he didn't even need to do that track, because people were going to the club anyway. What difference does it make?
Right. Like, shit, I'm here at the club trying to dance. I don't want to hear about going to the club. I'm already at the club.
So you go to the club and you're listening to a track that you're in the club. Yeah, we already know that we're in the club.
Yeah.
You don't have to remind us. We're not stupid.
Right. It's like, shit, what? I thought I was in the club. Is this a hospital or something? Hey, nurse, hook me up to the IV. Oh.
Yeah. This is the Lyrical Master Show. We got everything going on here. We got guests, we got raps, we got music, we got health conscious, we got positivity, life troubles, and we got comedy. We got it all. We got it all. This is the Lyrical Master Show. You'll only hear this shit right here. This is how we roll. So I think it's about time. I don't know if you got anything else to say. Otherwise, I'm ready to wrap this up. But is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I want to give a shout outs to Neat Lane Records for having me around, because it's been nothing but an insane journey since I've been around you guys. Want to give out shouts to everyone that's out there listening now or even in the future, because I mean, it takes a lot of effort to even just hit that one little button and actually stay tuned in.
Exactly.
And pretty much I just want to give love and shout out to everyone out there that actually listen and has some kind of positive message behind it. And if you're feeling down and you think your life's the shit and you think nothing's worth living for, just think that dude 3-4 miles from you that ain't got no arms or legs, he's got a lot worse than you do, homie.
That's it. That's real talk. So rethink, and it's not as bad. Get your ass out of bed. Get out of that depressive mode, because there's somebody worse than you, and you can walk. You got legs.
Like if you're at home and you're feeling depressed, get up off your ass. Go for a walk out in the sunshine. Get some vitamin D from the sunshine. Maybe that might bring your mood up some. Go watch cats fight in the park or something. I mean,
exactly.
Get up and enjoy life instead of sitting in your pity and wallowing in it. Because if you're sitting there wallowing in it, you're just going to stay in it.
It's a waste of life as well. I mean, it's very ironic. Like someone with no legs, they wish they could get out of bed and walk. And people with legs, they're depressed, lying in bed all week, and they got legs and they don't use them.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I can't get up. It's like, you got legs, are they broke? Get up off your ass, mofo.
Well, that's life, man. It's like, it's messed up. I mean, but we're talking it real. So everybody, thanks for watching. Let's just read the messages before we go. We got DJ Hatchet saying, never know what will help raise your mood if you don't go and find it. Yeah. You have to seek something. So find a new hobby, or do a new sport. I don't know. So
hell, start rapping.
Start rapping, or do a track on a topic you've never done before. You know. Amber Taylor. Yeah, she's mentioning Rect Hurst. Yeah, he's solid on Neat Lane Record. He's solid. Amber Taylor says music is her happy place. Yeah, it keeps people happy. Music is healing, of course.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
Well, see, that could also be a double-edged sword, though. Like music is healing, but if music's done wrong, it could actually be very destructive.
of course,
'Cause you could sit there and tell someone you love them all day long, but then you could flip around on the next beat, like be like ripping into them, and that person hear that song, and they gonna feel like crap.
it's like if some rappers have so much hate that they want to kill another rapper over beef, and they want to murder their children. That's just all kind of wrong.
Yeah,
That's all kind of wrong.
it's like shit. If you got that much of a beef with someone, just leave it in the booth. You ain't got to make it personal.
Exactly. I mean,
Or hell, it's a big, wide, world wide web out there. If you don't get along with someone, just block their ass.
yeah, it's a waste of energy. I mean, yeah, back in the day, I mean, we've all done a diss track against somebody. It's a part of growing up. But now, if somebody wanted to beef or diss me, I've matured enough to not even retaliate, you know, unless if it's a battle rap where there's an audience. But I would not make a diss track because I'm too mature for that. You know what I mean? I've got bigger things to talk about. I mean, to me, that's childish. It's like I did that back in the day, but now, that's not my thing.
Mm-hmm. It's one thing I can honestly say. I've never actually done a diss track because I've always viewed as it is, why would I sit here and speak on this person? Because then my fans are going to go check out this person to see what the hell they're saying to retaliate. So therefore, I'm giving them free promotion.
Exactly.
If I don't like this dude, why do I want to give them free promotion?
That's right. That's right. And they're probably looking for that. You know, they're probably trying to get to you to get that free promotion. So we got DJ Hatchet.
Like young cats just coming in, they'll be like, oh, well, I ain't getting exposed, so hey, I'm going to go make a diss track on this Raz guy. Yeah. Well, all his fans just checked me out. Now I got new fans because I ain't replying. It ain't worth my time. The time that I spent doing a diss track, I could be making a track full of truth and making a lot more noise with it.
100%. Soon as you mention someone on a track that no one's heard of, but they heard of you, they're going to check out that other guy or that other lady. Because, you know, actually, Neat Lane Records, where you know, I know Saint Equal's looking for more female rappers because, you know, there's so many male rappers. Even in mainstream, there's more male rappers than female rappers. You know, it's just the way it is.
Yep.
DJ Hatch.
From what I've seen in the underground, it seems like more times whenever they come across the female rapper, they won't even pay attention to the lyrics. They'll just be like, oh, there's a female on stage. And then they get all sexual obsessed with this chick, and they don't even care about what she sounds like. They're just like trying to lure her into bed. It's like, nah, cool your roll down a little bit. You might actually learn some truth from this chick.
It's like, what do you think about people like Nicki Minaj? It's like, what do you think about people like that?
I can honestly say I'm not even sure who Nicki Minaj is.
All right, so basically, she's got a squeaky voice as a rapper, female rapper. She's all fake. She's had bum surgery, so it sticks out by a mile. You know, breast surgery, lip surgery, and all this. Everything's fake. Got all of the surgeries in the places where, you know, she wants attention, and
right,
she ain't even dope. And it's like she's after attention for, you know, her behind, her chest, and it's like if that's the way you're gonna make it by making your body fake, I don't know. I mean, like, that ain't real. It's just not real. I mean, it's like me, if I wanted to be a rapper and I was so desperate, it's like I wouldn't have surgery to make myself look more muscular or get a shitload of tattoos to look the part, because I'm just being me. It's like, I think some people have some issues in their head, like, oh, I have to do this. I have to have a shitload of tattoos, otherwise I can't make it as a rapper. I don't know. It's like, You just got to be yourself. If that's your image, fine, but don't do it for a reason where you think this is not me, but you feel pressured to do it, otherwise you don't fit in. I don't agree with that. It's like you don't.
Especially with tattoos, because those are permanent. You can't erase those.
Exactly.
Like most of my tattoos that I did, they was done before I even thought of doing music, and most of them are Juggalo related. But like I said earlier, yeah, I'm a Juggalo, but I'm not a Juggalo rapper.
So explain to the people that don't know about Juggalos. See, this show's dragged on. We're getting into it. It's all right. It's just the way it is.
That's what happens when you get Psycho around.
You know, it's unpredictable. We can say we wrap it up and we carry on. It's just the way it is. So, because we're getting into some shit. So, explain to people that don't know much about Juggalos. Like, you say you're not a Juggalo rapper. So are you a Juggalo, or you're not a Juggalo, or you're half a Juggalo? Explain how much Juggalo people can be. Is it black or white, or is there a grey area to it as well? Explain to the people.
For me, like the whole Juggalo rapper part, like for me, the Juggalo rapper would be someone that has to have the face paint, has to sound like ICP, has to do Fago showers. I mean, if you're doing a Juggalo rapper, that's cool if it makes you, but I mean, truthfully, you should do more and actually spend your time and talent on trying to how to better yourself instead of cookie cut someone else's style.
I feel that. Now, my with me, yeah, I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I don't know if it's a UK thing. I don't know, but I never heard of Juggalos. I never heard of ICP until I joined Neat Lane Records. And I know that a lot of the people involved in Neat Lane Records with the label we're on, that I'm on and you're involved with now, a lot of them, you know, the face paint and the masks, and it's following the Juggalo lifestyle and the ICP fans. And I never heard of ICP and Juggalos until Amber's making me laugh, trying to wrap it up, but there's so much to
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I never heard of them until I you know, joined Neat Lane Records, and then I listened to ICP, you know, a few of the songs, and I thought, yeah, they're all right, you know, you know, they got skills. They're you know, they're good. They're all right. They're good at what they do. But I never heard of them before. And it's like, I know they've been going, you know, since the early 90s or even late 80s. I don't know. It's like
87, they actually produced their very first track, "Party on Top of the Hill," as the JJ Boys.
Okay. But yeah, I feel you though. It's like instead of copycatting, you're like maybe one day, DJ Raz. Maybe, I'm sure that time's coming. There's going to be a world takeover, and everybody wants to be a psycho.
Well, see, thing with me is I didn't wake up one day and say, "Oh, I'm going to do this whole psycho Raz thing." I was born this way.
Born like that. You're unique. This guy is unique. There is no other DJ Raz. There is no other psycho. He is the original, and the original cannot be beaten. You can imitate, but you cannot originate.
Yep.
There you have it.
I've seen many people try to even use my name, and they'll start making noise, and then everyone's like, "What are you doing? You're not Raz. This is his part."
Amber's saying she's psycho.
Oh yeah, she is. Especially dealing with brother over there. You got to be psycho to deal with him. And see, another thing, people see the way that I spell psycho. It's spelled SYCHO, and they'll be like, "Oh man, you're forgetting the P." And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't forgetting the P. I'm so fucking crazy that I scared the P out."
I noticed that, and that's your style, and that just makes it even more psycho.
Like even with the Juggalos, they always say "much clown love." I say much psycho love. Because I mean, yeah, I'm a juggalo through and through, but if I'm saying much psycho love to someone, that means I'm reaching out truly from my heart to them instead of being cookie cutter juggalo saying whoa, much psycho or much clown love. I mean, I ain't against it by far, but I mean, if I'm saying it myself, it's much psycho love.
I feel that. I mean, like, I've noticed that you know, when you say to me, much psycho love, homie, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like, I feel that it's like, it's like, I know that's coming from your heart. It means you're saying good to me. You know what I mean? I take it in a good way. Um, and it's the same. People have their own ways of greeting. Like, Player the
True.
Cannibal Clown might greet you by saying, "Cunt." I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, lovely trains.
Trains.
Yeah, we're probably about a block and a half, 2 blocks away from the train tracks. So like every hour or so, we'll hear it running by.
That's got to be annoying when a train passes while you're recording.
Actually, I haven't really seen it in my music. Like I kind of mute my mic to a certain degree. Like if you're 3, 4 foot away from it, you will not be picked up on it.
Okay, okay.
Like I don't know if that's truly the term for it, but I just call it muting my mic to an extent because to a certain wavelength, you got to mute it out. So I mean, someone could be fighting on the outside of my trailer, and as you've seen, my vocal booth is right on my trailer wall. By all means, I should be able to hear that through the music, but the way I do my mixer, it's almost like dead air outside of my little studio booth piece.
That's solid. That's solid. That's good. So nothing disturbs. That's perfect. So can you tell the people how many hours do you spend a week or days or on your music, or is music basically your life? You eat, sleep, and shit and music. Is that all you do? I mean, is that your life?
Uh, for the most part, music is my life, but every once in a while, my wife will actually say, "Hey, sit down, take a day off." And if she catches me working on music, even talking to artists that day, she will be like, "What the hell are you doing? I told you to take a day off." It's like, "Yes, ma'am." And then I pull off my chain, clock out.
She's just trying to look after you, man. Because
Oh yeah.
it's the similar.
If I had it my
It's similar to
Yeah,
like,
if I had it my way, I'd be constantly doing it, and that's unhealthy because I'll put music in front of my health. Even I'll be in there dead tired, barely able to keep my eyes open, but I'm still sitting there working on beats or something, and it's just not sounding right. She's like, "Just go take a nap. It'll sound better whenever you wake up."
psycho.
And then I'll go take my nap, wake up, and it's like, "Oh yeah, that sounds a lot better now."
I've uh, I've got this image in my head and I can't help it. I can just imagine you just like rotting in your production chair, just wasting away as a skeleton because you're there all the time. I just
Hmm.
have this image like you're gonna be there with your weed in your mouth, and you're just gonna be there with just rotted away with flesh peeling off, and then you're just a skeleton just there because
Right?
you're forever there eternally, and you'll be like that till the end, man, because music is your life. I
Like
just
to to let you know how far music is, I can actually cook a full meal. I can make my wife a plate, and as soon as I sit down in front of that mixer, I'll forget even about making my own plate. I'll go sometimes days without eating just because music's on my mind.
you know
I won't even mess with food until I'm done with said beat or said song, and then I'll be like, "Oh shit, I've got that weird feeling. Oh, that's hunger. Oh shit, let me go fix that."
when you're into a project, it's like when I was recording Night of the Claw this week. um, I had my breakfast. After my breakfast, I started working, and I didn't eat anything until my project was done, and that was till in the evening. I went
Mhm.
all day without food
Yeah,
because I relate to that, because you don't want any interruption, because when you're in music mode, when
Mhm.
you're in music mode, uh, when you get interrupted, you don't want to lose that momentum. And it's annoying because you want it all
Mhm.
done. You want to get it over with. And then you feel like
Yeah.
you've achieved, you've accomplished. It's like it has to be done now.
Hmm. Especially if you're like in the zone and your old lady's over there tapping you on the shoulder, you're like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." I'm like, "I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean to snap at you. What's up?" You caught me in a trance.
It's like when I was recording Night of the Claw and my mum came in the house and she says, "What you doing? You got to pick up the kids from school. It's late." And I'm
Mhm.
like, "Oh." And then I dashed to pick up the kids from the school, and then as soon as I come back,
Catch it, mom.
Oh,
DJ,
that's it in the house.
Sorry, I have to show my brother love. Like this fool has been through thick and thin with me. We got together like 11, 12 years ago. Like this guy right here, Hatchet, he is the true meaning of a brother. He actually helped me with my father where my dad was like in his dying days.
wow,
Like he would help me stay awake at night or help me during the day if I was taking a nap by feeding or such to my dad because we literally had to take care of my dad like he was a toddler. And this dude right here stayed through it all, where he could easily just been like, you know what, fuck you, you got to deal with that. I mean,
that's
even seen my family disown me for doing music.
that's a huge psycho love from him because you know a lot of people in this world, and this is fact. When someone's got a problem, most people would run away from you because
Hmm.
people are just after fun and happiness and they don't want to deal with any shit. It's like they want to make their life easier.
Yeah.
And when shit goes down, you're very lucky if someone's around. A lot of people only have uh, God or themselves if
Hmm.
they don't believe in a God or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
each to their own. But it's like what I've learned is like when if I've got a big problem in life and it's like I think where the hell is everybody? Because I'm not fun right now. If I'm not good,
Hmm.
people don't care. They carry on with their lives and they're having fun and they're going out and they're doing this and that and they forget you. And I think that's with a lot of
Yep.
people. And so, you know, that's why you appreciate DJ Hatchet for being there with you through hard times, and that's where it counts. That's when
Yep.
that's true brotherhood right there, for real.
Oh yeah. Like the day that my family disowned me after my dad passed away is on his wake, which is like the recession after the funeral. We're all sitting there trying to process everything that just went on because we just got through spending a week taking care of my dad before he passed. And the whole family's like, well, I want this or I want that. Or I want this. Da, da, da. I'm like, guys, dad's just barely put in that little urn right there. His ashes are still warm from the burner. Like, you guys are going to sit here and fight over who gets what? I was like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. I pulled out a pistol and I started firing off in the air. I'm like, if anyone gets shit, it's me. Like, all you punks get out of here. They're like, oh, you're just another wigger. You'll never make it in life. I'm like, go ahead and think that.
I find things like
But whenever I first started getting paid, like when I first started getting paid from doing music, I actually was kind of smart with my money. I stacked it just right, ended up with a couple million.
that.
And me being young at the time, I'm like, you know what? Let's party down. Label I was on was doing good, I thought. Label went bankrupt during my said party. I had 30, 40 people for like 3, 4 months straight, just nonstop party. Someone come up, hey man, I need some coke, or hey man, I need some acid. I'd throw them a couple $1,000s, like here, go get it. Party's got to continue. Well, after the party's all said and done, and I went bankrupt, spent all my money. He's one of the only few that actually stayed there with me. He's like, all right, bro. Well, I guess these pipes ain't gonna scrape themselves. Let's get to work. And I'm like, all right, bet. Ever since then, we've been just like thick as can be.
So you've been through quite a roller coaster in life. Um,
Oh yeah. Like that's whenever people ask me what would I change, I'm like nothing. Everything makes me who I am today.
exactly. I mean, even never regret the past because it builds you as a person. There's a purpose to
Mm-hmm.
be how we are today. There's a purpose for it. That's what I believe.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, I find that disrespectful when you know, an elder passes away and everyone's fighting over money, and it's like let them.
No, it wasn't even money. That's the sad part. It's just like little knickknacks that my dad had saved over his years. And it's like, really? You guys are gonna fight over this little Hot Wheel that dad liked just because you guys wanted to say you had something of his. And like they all made me and Hat pay for the funeral and pay for the cremation, pay for everything. Like we had to hustle hardcore doing scrap metal or anything we could get money with. Like we had to come up with some money real quick. And I mean, it's like the family is like, all right, he passed away, but we want everything, but we're not going to help you with none of it. And I'm like, nah, this ain't how it works. Like with family like y'all, who needs enemies? I was like, fuck it, I got my own family. I'll build my own family.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate to that. I mean, I think all families are the same when someone elder in the family, and instead of the mourning process, you know, actually mourning the death,
Mhm.
you got people from left, right, and center, you know, saying, "I want my peace, I want my peace," and then the brothers and sisters start
Mhm.
fighting, and the families used to be tight all together and close, and then they like want to kill each other. They're the worst enemies because,
Yeah,
and it's true, money is the root of all evil. You lose respect for everything. It's like when you know that.
which that's even the sad part. Like none of my family really got along. The only time we'd ever get together is funerals. And then we'd all kind of deal with each other. Like, all right, well, we're here because so and so passed away, so we have to play nice, just out of respect.
Mm,
But then whenever it came to my dad's turn, they're like, oh no, we're just gonna flip the script.
yeah, I think that's in a lot of families as well. I can relate to that. I mean, like a lot of people, uh, you got some relatives you never see in years, but you're just seeing them just
Mm-hmm.
because there's a funeral or a wedding. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's like, and some family members you don't even recognize them. It's like some people put on
yeah,
huge weight or they look anorexic, and it's like, are you? Who are you? You know, you know what I
mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah. Most of them come up, hey, little B, how you doing? I'm like, who the fuck are you? Why don't I know you? Oh, we knew you back when you was such and such, so high to a grasshopper. I'm like, doesn't mean that I give a fuck now. Like, I ain't talked to you in like 15, 20 years. What makes you think I'm gonna give you a handshake and give you money or something?
Exactly, and it's like if people see you, you know, making it up there, you know, or doing well for yourself, or people notice that you're getting respected, or you people have an image of you being cool, then they automatically want to run back, and it's like, where were they before? You know what I mean? Where were they?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I got this $1 million. Now you're here saying what's up. But whenever I was broke and barely getting by, you wouldn't even give me a can of beans to eat.
And they acting like everything's good all of a sudden. It's like,
Yeah.
nah. It's like, but I suppose, you know, if you haven't got self-respect and you feel some people might feel alone, depending on the life situation, they'll fall for that, and they're just
Mhm.
gonna get raped, money raped, basically.
Yeah.
So that ain't real love. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
damn, we've talked through a hell of a lot of shit on this show.
For sure.
This is the realest show so far on Neatling Records. I think this has
Okay.
got to be the realest show right now. We've gone through a lot of things, so I'm really happy
Right.
having you on, and
For sure.
I think we should wrap it up and save things for another time. Yeah, and you get your
Yeah.
chill
Don't
on.
want to give away all our gold in one hit.
That's it. I mean, like we got to save something for another time, DJ Raz. It's like,
Oh yeah.
so,
Oh yeah.
you know, so I hope.
At this rate, we'll keep going until Facebook cuts us off.
I found out the time limit. I was freestyling on one show, and I was in the zone, and it was saying it's cutting off. It's a 4 hour time limit. 4 hours time limit.
Wow.
So my last Lyrical Master show was 4 hours. And I was ready to keep going. I was in freestyle mode, going over old school beats and random beats. And I was just going and going and going. I was like, some days I'm like that. I can be like that. I was in the zone.
Mhm.
But, yeah, let's wrap this up. And it's been a pleasure having you, talking the real.
Always, bro.
We gave people behind the scenes of the production equipment, my microphone, mic adjustments, real life topics. We're real people. We're not mainstream because we're real.
Right?
8 Lane Records.
Yeah.
Peace. We're out. Thanks for tuning in.
Whoop, whoop.
See you next week. Lyrical Master Show. Be there. Or just get lost if you're not going to be there.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much.
Peace.
Much psycho love, fam.
Psycho love to you, bro. Bye.